Oh my god, we're live on the internet. We did it.
Yay!
We did it, everyone. Hooray. I
I
told you I'm
plugged
going
my
to
keyboard in.
bring it up here. Here we go. Thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it. We're going to play Songs of Creation tonight. It'll be a little bit smaller and quieter than usual, but that's okay because I'm going to use my giant barbarian voice. I'll be loud enough for both of us. If you haven't already, please click that heart button to follow us on Twitch and you'll get notified when we go live, when we do stupid shit like this. If you think D&D memes are funny, follow us on Instagram. You can also follow us on Twitter and find out when we're doing our next giveaway. I don't know when it's going to be, but we do them sometimes. So, at Mates of Fate. Michael, who's doing our sweet, sweet sounds tonight?
Oh, our sweet, sweet sounds of Syrinscape. You don't hear it right now, but you should be, because I should have started playing it. Check this out. This is what Syrinscape does. You guys will love it. There you go. You just click a button. It plays the song, or it plays the ambiance, or it plays the sound effect.
I feel it in my bones.
Yeah, for example, it does that. So,
I feel
anyhow,
ominous.
yeah. Syrinscape is awesome. Good for both online and offline play if you need any sort of sounds for your tabletop RPG. So check them out. They have a really good online player as well that everybody can connect to and hear the same sounds as you. So
It's so good. Thank you, Sirenscape.
Love it.
Matthew,
Love
tell
it.
us about Wanderhome. What's happening next weekend?
Wanderhome. So yeah, next week I'm going to be guiding everyone as we get to play being little furry forest critter animal types, and
I'm gonna be a frog.
so it's gonna be frogs, or
I'm gonna use this voice. You guys gotta deal with it for 3 hours.
I can't tell if you're using a filter or if you're just that good.
No, that's just my voice. Spoiler alert, sorry, this is what frogs sound like.
you find out that's actually her real voice, and she's been putting on a wonderful show during her entire friendship.
This is the voice I use a modulator for on my microphone.
But really,
And you will be able to see me in. Oh, is it not going to?
We're gonna have to
turn.
turn it off.
Oh, you can't see it.
I know.
You're gonna have to get rid of that
There they
background.
are.
You
There they
gotta
are.
get the background, man. I'm sorry.
Cool
I know.
fox ears. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to clean my office so my costume shows up. That sucks.
So yeah, eventually I think Zoom's going to come out with a way to do like custom masks for your face. So you just stay still and click, draw the little fox ear triangle, and then it'll try to mask that.
Zoom,
Maybe.
can you do that, please? Because we're too cheap to buy green screens.
Yeah, that's the other thing. So yeah, Wanderhome is going to be a charity stream. We're going to be raising money for the Michael J. Fox Parkinson's Foundation. Cause
yeah.
very dear and dear to my heart. So if you have the ability, the means, then love
Do it.
yeah, we'd love it if you'd be able to help. However you can. If even by just spread the word. It's a good cause.
Oh,
yeah.
that's Saturday,
the
Saturday,
26th.
February 26th. So next Saturday, 8:30 Eastern.
Yep. So it should be fun. Yeah, that's what I had. So yeah,
Ready?
Let's play
You,
D&D.
are you ready for D&D?
I'm ready. Let's roll some dice.
All right.
Let's
Yeah.
play D&D.
So who's going to recap between the two of you,
God.
or between the three of us?
Here's the thing.
I'm not here.
So there's a pirate island, and they fucking tried to attack our ships, right? So we defended our ships, and then they all got mad at us and threatened to kill us, which is bullshit. And apparently one of them was like a kid or a teenager or something. They got super mad that we killed her. I don't know, maybe if you don't want to get your kid killed, don't attack our ships. We made amends, and we had our cleric bring her back to life. They're still mad at us, so we're just gonna go. I feel like I nailed that.
The strong bad summary brought to you by Adraxa.
The
Yeah.
longer we play, the more I turn into strong bad.
Yeah. Song's bad.
Yep. Song's bad. So, yeah. So succinctly, what happened last session was you learned about the lost songs, the story of the lost songs, the part of what led to the start of the Ethereal War, as Yellow Rainer recounted the episode that led to the founding of the Order of Songblades, those tasked with the responsibility of protecting these songs of creation, the texts that are the songs that the gods sang in order to bring about the universe and really the multiverse and everything that is in it. Make sure that they don't fall into the wrong hands, yada yada yada. And Songblade came about. songs were lost and never recovered. But curiously enough, given that the girl, Gathene, seemed to have been singing in high station what appeared to
The
be
one we
Song
killed.
of the Sea.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's likely that there were songs that were stolen that the chief songkeeper at the time, Thrasymachus Fistane, was slain, and the songs were stolen, and lots of war and bad things happened after that. So that brought us then to you guys just being kind of,
Dicks.
positive influence about town, helping out with the stock room and body disposal. And then you went and got your fortunes told.
Yeah, we did with your
That
tarot
was a
cards. That was
That was
awesome.
a thing. Overall, kind of harrowing for Spinecrusher and Zera. The cards were somewhat ominous, somewhat mixed. Adraxa, it seemed like yours showed a path of growth, and maybe you're heading on the right track. As for what's going to happen, you can say.
Adrax is the A student.
That's a nice change of pace.
Yeah.
First time for everything.
Well, the cards represented kind of a change of pace in your overall path and on the arc of your life. So,
I'm an adult now.
however, the visions that you had were harrowing, right? I think that's the only way to really put it. You got to
Harrowing
see
and
your-
haunted.
Yeah, you got to see Gruck, your little brother, grown up in his prime and happy, and then
Oh, yeah.
not. Yeah.
Hmm.
You got to see what looked like the end of the world. Spinecrusher, you got to be haunted by your own personal past and demon. As Krishtak's voice lingered in your ear, haunting you.
I don't have a past.
Um,
All right, Shadow.
you then went to the market where you made some purchases, bought some supplies for the coming expedition out into the wilderness to kind of set things square with the town of Hargrave. You saw the hangman briefly, whom you cheered up with a bit of encouragement and kind of keep up the good work, pal. It's appreciative. There was a shopkeep who was chatty as all hell, and that pretty much just ate up all the time we had. And then last thing you saw was you saw Reggie, Yellerena, and Gathene, or Pearl, sitting on the rocks at the southeastern part of town, just talking. Seemed like they were engaged in a deeper, longer conversation. Hard to say what they were talking about, but at any rate, you decided to head towards the southwest out of town, passing along some of the farms and homesteads along the way. Eventually, you were brought out to the really to the edge of civilization here on the Burning Isles. You were brought out to where the trail becomes just patches of dirt sprung out throughout the jungle overgrowth, and then becomes wilderness. Now, without sense of really direction, without a map, just kind of a hunch that if you keep on walking, well, golly gee, your plucky spirit's gonna just carry you where you needs to go.
I just have a very strong sense of direction.
I was about to say the same thing.
High survival scores, if you will.
Yeah. We don't need maps where we come
No.
from.
They can't even read where you're from. Suck it.
So,
And what is our destination again? Remind me, please.
you have really three things you want to try and find on the Burning Isles. As for where you'll find them, they generally are kind of along the same line, but you're not sure which one is closest or first. Or two of them, you don't know the actual location. They are relatively hidden. One of them you do know. So you know that you want to find Split Shell Cove, which you've been told is where Gathene or Pearl, Fair Tackle, lived and grew up. down, if you follow the coast south, you will find what looks to be some kind of a cove, an inlet, wherein there are a number of tidal pools and what is apparently a rocky outcropping among the cliffs that sort of forms what looks like a split open mussel shell. Um, from there, that's where she met her imaginary friend, allegedly, and learned the Song of the Sea. The other things have been sent to find, specifically by Vestigian, the code-keeper of Hargrave, local law, so to speak.
They were cool.
Yeah, they were really cool. You were told to go and find the Hive, is what the locals are calling it, for lack of a better word. Somewhere on the island is what would be classified as like some sort of hive or den, wherein a multitude of bizarre, somewhat humanoid creatures that they aren't really able to classify are coming from. Some of them have attacked locals and villagers, people on the homesteads here on the island. Mostly going after people, living in the remote portions of the wilderness. So you might be able to, along the way as you travel, you might come across a homestead where you might be able to attack, or might be able to ask about the attacks that have taken place. So that's one thing to keep in mind as you look, keeping an eye out for the Hive. The third place that you are trying to find is the remnants of the Exodus, the survivors of that crash, specifically Warren Harant, who is the member of the council that you know best as far as among the ones who have survived. You want to find out what happened to the rest of the people from Higershill who weren't caught up in Mirashul's snare. So that is where we are now. We are following our adventurers as the Mates of Fate are currently walking through the woods, and a mosquito has just landed on your cheek, Adraxa. So glad I got you to do that.
Commit to the bit. How do we know which way is Split Shell Cove? Did someone tell us?
History check.
Christ. There we go. Oh, 14.
Okay. You remember it being told it was south of the town of Hargrave. Specifically, just follow the coast far south enough. Now, the path you've been taking kind of runs parallel to the coast, but you can tell that you're starting to head gradually more inland. So it seems like it's starting to snake off from the coast. At some point, you're going to want to find a part where the trail maybe veers left somewhere, and that will probably bring you closer to Gathine's childhood home.
I feel like
So,
between the
keep
two
in
of us, we can find that okay, right?
Should be
We're
fine.
natural trekkers.
It seems like there's just mainly this one main long dirt path that suffices for a road in and out of town for all the people living scattered across the island, at least within the vicinity of Hargrave. So,
I've never needed a map in my life.
Never needed one or never able to keep one without losing it.
Kind of
Is there-
a bundled deal.
Did we leave?
Where's Zara, by the way?
I told her to keep an eye on Reggie. You know, I don't like
We'll
leaving her alone.
I think that would probably be accurate. So because Zara can speak High Staleshan, she would probably have been interested in going to listen in to see what Yellow Raina and Reggie were talking about.
So we just left them all in Hardgrave.
Yeah. So we'll come back to her at some point. So
She can catch up. She is very nimble, just very quick, quicker than she looks.
She seems like it.
Yeah.
not to
on her,
mention,
Jim.
yeah. So you don't have to worry about her most likely. So
This
You-
island is lovely. Could you see yourself settling down here ever? Just building maybe a large cabin, edge of a cliff.
Edge of a cliff. Let's be honest with each other, okay? Like, it's just you and me out here. Let's be completely honest. You look into the future. Can you even see yourself as an old man? Because I'm already one of the oldest of my kind. We don't usually make it this far.
I
So
don't know
great
what.
Can't see, I can't see him in the near future.
Hold on. Sorry.
I
Did
had a
camera
vision.
just close on me? Sorry. One sec.
Wander Home, folks. We're going to be playing a charity one shot next Saturday. It's going to be an absolute blast. Not to mention, I believe we have Artima between now and then, which should also be plenty of fun.
I believe
Uh,
we're playing Artima on Sunday. This
Yeah.
Sunday.
Yep. All right. Good. There we go. Sorry about that.
All good. So,
Commit to it. When you look into the future, do you even waste time picturing yourself as a flat screen with a cord on it?
This is just going uphill, isn't it? As we're trudging uphill.
Do you want me to BRB?
I don't know why it's doing this. Let's just try again.
did you kick the wire? Don't kick the wire.
I just unplugged it and plugged it back in.
All good. That
Okay.
usually is what you need to do. So I think you're fine.
Yeah.
I've heard that.
You know, Adraxa, the answer would be no. I'm surprised I've made it this far.
Me too. No, it's... If someone besides you asked me, I'd be like, oh yeah, I'd settle down with a cabin. That sounds great. I'd take up fishing. But like between you and me, we just gotta do what needs to be done. We are never gonna make it to our old age. That's just not gonna happen for you and me. And that's okay, you know? I'm okay with it.
But if we did, would you want to be spending your days and your nights, your days walking on these dirt paths, your nights sleeping on rocks and...
No, I suppose not. I mean, my knees are already starting to give out. I'm 45 for Christ's sake. I can't keep walking across the planet forever. You've already started to lose some of your complexion. Like, you look pastier than usual.
Yeah.
Just, normally you're gray, but it's just more of like a white. Where you're not getting enough vitamins.
He looks a little wired, you know.
Yeah. little gaunt, little wiry.
Mm-hmm. So, at this point, it's getting to be probably about noon. You're getting maybe a bit hungry. You didn't really stop to get much to eat as far as breakfast goes. So you're probably starting to feel it.
We can take a quick break. We can find a spot on the path, but I don't want to waste all day.
Did I try to hunt us something? I hear a lot of seagulls here.
Yeah, sure. I got a few days worth of rations, but if you wanna try your hand, go ahead.
Are we near the water, or are we kind of like off of the
Make a
coast of the
survival.
island?
Make a survival check. Right.
All right, survival. Oh God! Even last night's game, I was rolling terribly. Well, +5, so 12.
Okay. Probably about a. Can still smell the ocean, but you don't see it between the tree lines. So you probably got about maybe an eighth of a mile between where you are and the coast. So you'd probably have to tack back a little bit eastward to get to the beach.
Not worth it.
But
Maybe a fox.
you do hear sounds with that roll. You do hear some sounds here and there in the brush. To be able to start hunting, would need a stealth check from you.
Yeah. You care to join me, Adraxa?
Yeah, all right. You wanna make a wager out of it?
It tastes better when you've killed it yourself.
Absolutely.
Let's see here. How much do I got? And Spine Crusher fumbles through his inventory, his pack. I'll wager you 10 gold.
Holy smokes, Mr. Richman. All right, you're on. First one to bag lunch.
All right.
Let's go.
All right. Take off in opposite directions off the path.
Okay. Stealth checks, both of you.
All right.
Aren't you in plate?
Oh God. Oh Jesus, I am. All right, disadvantage. Well,
That's
that
it.
was a nat 1.
This is a 15 for me. But I guess I gotta save my roll.
Spine Crusher, you've been sweating. And not only that, but Adraxa, cleverly enough, is probably playing in a lot of her like forward scout training. She learned how to pay attention to upwind and downwind. So when she burst off and ran the opposite direction, she knew exactly which direction she was picking. You are smelly, and you are in the wilderness of this tropical, fauna-filled paradise.
Yeah.
You are alone. There are no animals within a radius of you.
What are the robots from Doctor Who?
Daleks or Cybermen? You got to be more.
The
Oh, the
Cybermen.
You have no idea how little that narrows it down.
Yeah, I know. In my armor, I'm just like a fucking Cyberman, just like trudging through the forest, trying to be stealthy. I'll show Adraxa. I'm gonna come back with the biggest fox I can find.
Probably laughing to himself.
Oh my god, Matt, that's why you could never call him Malik, even though we told you 800 times it's Malik. It's because it's spelled like Dalek. So you called him Malik.
Dalek, yeah.
Oh, that makes so much sense now.
Yep.
Anyway,
Fuck
sorry.
Time Lords. Time Lords. All right. Yeah.
Can I do a survival check for my hunting?
Yeah, you can.
Here we go. Watch this.
Survival check.
Oh yeah, that's a nat 1 for 7.
All right.
This is humiliating on
So
every
as much as
level.
you're looking around, you hear animals and birds and everything, but you're probably thinking, getting greedy and thinking, I'm not just going to be the first with a kill. I'm going to find it.
Something big.
Spine Crusher, survival check.
All right. Oh my god, another nat 1.
You're walking. You hear something. You go running.
Dude,
A coconut has fallen from a tree.
can I go ahead
You,
and
at first, you think it's furry, and you try and like attack at it. You try and spear this coconut,
Yeah.
and now you pull up your sword, or you're using your warhammer or whatever. You now have a smashed coconut half. Kind of like over.
Can I just say, because we both got nat 1s, it would be extremely likely that one of us just like shot the other in a Dick Cheney like hunting accident.
Good thing is you guys are both melee, and you ran in opposite directions. You realize, like old school, nat 1 meant one of y'all could have been decapitated just now, right? Like, all right.
This is what happens when Sarah's not here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, what can go wrong? Okay.
Sarah would be like, I have a gun.
Exactly.
She would have probably stopped and be like, wait a minute. Before we go out in the wilderness, I'm going to ask for directions from someone in town.
Yeah.
Do you have a map? Something?
So Draxa spends about half an hour trying to hunt something and can't. She's too sweaty. She actually didn't want to tell Spine Crusher, but she hasn't hunted anything in years. So she just like quietly goes into her pack and eats some of her own rations and then comes back to the path to meet him, acting like she caught something.
All right. Spine Crusher. At this point, you probably give up too.
Spine Crusher, he spends about half an hour as well, but he can't go back in shame. So Spine Crusher like takes a little dirt and rubs it all over his face and his armor down here to make it look like he was like dragged along the ground. And then I'm gonna take my dagger and I'm gonna I can roll damage if you want. I'm just gonna give myself a little cut here just for some blood to kind of draw down.
The character art just paints itself. I would like you to roll
let's
damage.
roll damage. Roll,
Yes.
roll a d4, please.
D4.
Yeah.
Okay. 3.
Okay, you take 3 points of damage. Then.
Okay.
Just like you kind of like go like, all right, this will be. Oh, that's. Oh God, that's still going.
It's still bleeding.
Kind of, you like touch it with the dirty hand, and like, oh shit.
I spread a little bit of the blood on my face and make my way back towards the path.
All right. Okay.
Thank you.
You see Spine Crusher come out of the brush as you're like kind of like alert for a second, and then you see him.
Gods, what happened?
It was a wild boar.
You couldn't handle a wild boar?
This thing,
You're 7 feet tall, Spine Crusher.
it was twice the size of a normal wild boar.
Oh my gods,
We
really?
have big wild boars on this island.
I never heard that. Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh my,
It's-
you're bleeding. Are you alright?
I got it with an arrow and then it charged me. It pinned me to the ground right here.
Okay.
That's why I'm bleeding.
I didn't hear any of that.
Deception versus medicine check.
Okay. All right. No.
Oh no, I got a 19. I wasn't even trying to call you on it.
I got a 9.
It's such a thinly sliced.
Oh wait, hold on.
Precise.
Wait. Can I thought I have a thing.
For deception.
Not deception, but I thought maybe that's one of my other 5 characters. Nope, I don't. Never mind. I'm good.
That's as you're kind of like holding it. Adraxa, you're looking at the cut, and
Uh-huh.
you think about it. You remember seeing what a wild boar does. It is nowhere near that precise.
What about gore?
And then you look down and you see a little tiny bit of red on Spine Crusher's dagger. It's up to you whether to. You kind of put 2 and 2 together, but it's up to you whether you are going to call him out. That you kind of.
Well, I didn't manage to catch my wild boar. You know, I found some squirrel, so, you know, you owe me 10 gold.
Deception check against
Against my insight or
insight. Yeah.
That is another nat 1.
be 22.
Unless she ate that squirrel raw,
did.
you're ready to call bullshit on that.
I did. But you can
Maybe,
give it to me whenever. You know, how about we keep going?
Yeah, let's just keep going.
Let's just
Sounds
keep
to
going.
me that neither of you owe the other anything.
You weren't there.
I'm still hungry. You have
Well,
any of
maybe
those
you-
rations.
One more survival check, please.
Okay. 17.
Okay. With the 17, you look around, and right there on the roadside, you see these plants that look almost like sort of like this tropical, like almost like a bird of paradise flower, but instead it actually has these long stamens that look more or less like bananas, but like small and red and just vibrant colors. They look delicious. You actually saw some of them back up at the market.
There. We should eat those.
I don't know why. I just want to put one in my mouth.
All right.
I
So
take one and I throw it up in the air.
yep. You take a bite and you immediately can tell. Oh, there's a peel.
Oh yeah.
You're not quite sure you did it right. It's sort of like a waxy peel, but the inside is absolutely delicious. It's almost like a sort of like a cross between honeysuckle and like, I guess like a dulce de leche kind of. You know, it's very sweet.
It's quite tasty.
Looks like a baby pill.
Kind of, yeah.
All right. I'll try one. I'll peel the string on mine first before I pop it in my mouth.
hmm
Keep going down the trail.
All right,
Is
now that
this
you
where-
guys have had your snack time,
Is this where Matt makes us trip balls the entire episode as payback?
I'm fine with that.
no. Well, that would be legal in the Burning Isles, wouldn't it? No, you guys are fine. You're well fed, and actually, it was quite delicious. You know, you continue along the path, and soon enough, you see you see one of the many homesteads along the way. It looks like it's either vacant or maybe it's just quiet here.
Just like a house or like just like
A small house, almost like a like a cabin or cottage. Small, one story. Looks like shutters are closed up.
Do we have any reason to want to visit it?
It's up to you.
Well, we were supposed to find out information about the hive.
You think they know
So-
something?
I mean, we can knock and ask, and if they don't want to talk to us, we can respect that.
We could strong arm them too,
We
if need be.
could. I feel like we've made enough enemies on this island already.
Yeah, no more enemies. That's right.
We're
I
not
have to be on
gonna.
my best behavior.
And we're not gonna kill anybody unless they try and kill us first this time. Like from now on, I feel
Like what they did when we got here.
I still feel like you and I were right, but we might not have been. So yeah,
Water under the bridge. Okay.
right.
Okay.
Oh
So
no.
yeah,
Oh
we
no.
walk up. Okay. Probably best. I'll stand imposingly behind you.
It's like my gray shadow.
All right. You approach the door. Do you knock?
Yes, politely.
Hello?
Mates of fate, just knocking for a chat.
Who?
The mates of fate, you've definitely heard of us.
All right, hold on. There's a moment. She looks through. You see kind of like a shadow approach the door. You're shuffling. Sounds like maybe a couple glasses like clinking and toppling over. Oh, damn it! Sound of glass being rearranged. And 1 second. Latches. Then
Good afternoon. Well met.
the other side, you see what looks to be this elderly dragonborn woman. Looks like she's just got this, like kind of like thinning like frills on the top of her head, where it almost looks like sort of like she's in the middle of molting. I wasn't expecting visitors.
Oh, of course, ma'am. Sorry to bother you. We're passing through and we were wondering if you could tell us about some attacks that have been happening along the trails.
Dreadful business, I've heard.
You've heard? Do you know what happened?
Some boy came shouting, screaming, asking for help. Of course, I didn't trust him, so I, locked the doors. All types of sorts around this island, you see.
As one does, of course.
Well, it was in the middle of the night. No one travels here at night, and then, well, all of a sudden, he ran up the road just the way you came, and then screaming, and then I didn't hear anything after that. Dreadful business.
Goodness. I should say so. How long ago was this?
It was. Let's see now. It was Tuesday, so it was about 6 days ago.
6 days.
That's
Has it been-
before that big storm came in.
And nothing since then?
Not that I've heard. You're the first people to pass by. Other than there's been travelers hurrying up. There's neighbors just down the way. They said hole in the roof, so they went to go see about getting some tar, and some nails, and actually, I'm gonna think of it. Normally they would have been back by now. Huh, you didn't see them following?
We haven't seen anyone on the trails.
Well, maybe they could be other people. Maybe they're all in town. Just maybe they needed a lot, or they're all talking about the storm.
Yeah, maybe. Their house is that direction?
Oh yeah, just that way. The old place, what used to belong to the Fair Tackles. Good people. It was a shame about the mother and the father.
Oh, the fair tackle's right. Spine
Yeah.
crusher.
Does
For
Spine
him.
Crusher know who's?
Oh well, it's the Aberworth family lives there now, and they're good folk. They bought the home from the two children who survived.
Right, and
Right.
the little girl, they call her Pearl. Is that right?
Pearl, yes, she's a darling.
Right.
Excuse me. She scratches and a bit more of the, at this point, like a bit more of the old scales flake off and now they're just kind of like dangling off the side of her face. It's,
I bet that feels amazing.
oh, like scratching an itch that
Yeah.
you've had for a week. Oh,
It's weird. I've been like happy for you just watching it. It's weird.
Oh, thank you.
It's lovely. I mean, your scales. Not to
Just
oppose.
wait until it's all gone. It's my beauty routine.
Good for you. I need one of those. Okay. So it's the Addleworths?
Addleworth. Addleworth.
They haven't come back yet?
Not yet.
That really did. All right. And
What
it's
do
been
you see Franz here? Tell him I need my money back. Here's me.
Oh, what's your name? So I can pass the message on.
He knows me. I'm Weebsworth.
Well met, Weebsworth. Attracts of store members.
Oh, well met.
Spine Crusher.
Oh, what a dreadful name.
It really is.
Does your mother name you that? Your father, more likely, if I had put my wager on.
Definitely not.
Well, all the same. You know what? You can always change your name, young man. You're not too old. Oh, chin up. And she goes and reaches a hand through the doorway and just kind of like lifts your chin.
Who's to say I haven't?
Haven't what? Oh, change your name? And you chose Spine Crusher. She shakes her head, and like the skin just kind of like shakes with her, and just like it's starting to look really dangling.
Get a little skeeved out.
And it's been quiet since the storm, you said?
Oh, it's been quiet since the storm.
All right.
But,
Well, thank you for your time.
oh, the kettle's on. I'd better go get that.
Of course.
You said delightful. Good day. Latch.
She thinks you're gonna break in and rob her.
Yeah, the sound of the kettle whistling stops. You walk away. I think for a second you see like peering through curtains out of the corner of your eye.
Pretend like not to notice.
Okay.
What was your name before you changed it?
I never said I changed it.
If you never said you didn't.
That's a conversation for another time.
Do you want people to perceive you as an enigma?
I prefer to leave my past behind me.
That's fine.
I see myself ending up in a cabin by myself on an island like this. And to die like that is the only dream I have.
Well, I hope you live long enough to die here, Spine Crusher. That sounds lovely.
I'm dead. Fucking dead. God damn it.
Uh,
I don't know what's doing that.
it's the cry of the gulls as you continue walking. You can tell that the path is starting to wind left back towards the beach. Soon enough, you do see a part where there's a dirt trail that kind of shoots off from the main path.
Should we go check out that other cabin?
You think that's where it is?
She seemed like it was the next one up the road, so maybe.
Alright.
It's on
I'll
the
go
way.
first.
You go ahead. You do the talking next time. We'll see how this goes.
And Spine Crusher goes first down this path.
You go down the path and you see it's kind of like this it leads to this point where the trees and all that get a little bit higher and higher up on this the more like the steep slope around starts to rise up around the path to where you're kind of surrounded on both sides by this almost sheer dirt wall both ways. it's a little claustrophobic at first, up until the point that you reach the end of the little narrow walk pathway, and you see where the trees clear, the ground levels out, just up, probably about rising another 40 feet out to this long grassy plain. Looks almost like a Studio Ghibli, kind of thing where like there's grass blowing beautifully in the wind, and you can see there's just expansive view of cloud heads distant across the ocean. Beautiful. One of the most beautiful sights you've seen. The entire Burning Isles. A cottage, a bit of the roof caved in. Looks to be that there's clothes on a line, kind of trying to dry out the damp in the sun. And you see just a wood pile, an axe kind of embedded into it. Otherwise, the cottage looks unoccupied. There's no smoke blooming out of the
From
chimney.
the chimney. That's what I was going to ask.
No, it looks vacant.
Can I do a quick walk around the cabin, look at the backside of it?
No.
Trying to determine if this is your new home.
It's nice.
I think this is pretty nice.
Pretty sure I've dreamt of a place like this.
There's a smell of lavender. You look around, and sure enough, there beside, just underneath the windows, are a few planters, rectangular things just set out. Looks like they had them custom forged, a little box to hold the plants. You wonder whether Mrs. Aberworth must have a thing for the smell. Maybe it was Mr. Who's to say? At any rate,
These Aberworths have a good sense of fashion. Or design, I guess you could say.
It smells nice anyway.
looking off to the right as you kind of approach the back side of the cabin, you can see just a little bit due south, the cliff itself, the bluff itself kind of reaches this point where it descends down sharply to maybe about 25, 30 feet down. Not so steep that it would be a cliff face, but it's a steep, soft dirt trail leading down. And then you can see there's this, well, you hear the ocean, you hear the waves crashing over. Looking over do you look over the edge?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Let me bring up the map.
All right.
One moment.
There's the map.
There is. If you give me just a few moments. Sorry. Yeah, so it's actually a lovely view. You can see there's a bunch of tidal coves and pools and everything. Sorry, it's always a pain finding this thing. Shoot. Ah, there it is. Okay. Got it.
Here comes the map. All right.
So sorry. I know it's always a pain trying to get this thing set up with Fantasy Grounds. So
Just Pine Crush, if this family is dead, you're just gonna retire and take the cottage right now? What's your plan?
I'm going to offer to buy it from them.
Oh.
If they're alive.
never mind that you already have a fine mansion back on Regana. But it's yep.
There's other people in the mansion, though. It would be nice to just have some space to yourself, right?
Like I said, I will die alone.
Hope you like this map.
I bet you
Of
don't.
course we will, Matt.
You're not gonna die alone. Mark my words. You and I are gonna die standing next to each other doing something stupid.
Canon.
Yeah. You just wrote the end of the game.
I'm clipping it right now. Matt, this map is absolutely lovely. Look at this.
Oh, is it up? I can't. Oh, nice.
This is beautiful.
Thank you.
So this is the area down. So the cabin's like, well, maybe I can scroll. Hold
Yeah,
on.
the cabin would be
Directly north
a
of
bit
us.
north of you, kind of like north and somewhat east, right?
Yep.
You pass under the shade of an elm tree, and then you can see there's these stone cliffs nearby you. But at first, there's kind of like a briny, somewhat marshy smell to it. But as you kind of walk up to it, it actually gets replaced with more of this smell of just kind of life. It's less that nasty sort of like crabby smell or fish rot and washed up on the shore. Now it's this thriving ecosystem, for lack of a better word. It's just this. There's all this variety there. You can see these stones covered in this sort of moss that seems like it only grows by the ocean. There are flowers with all sorts of colors and shapes coming out of the blooms that you've never seen anything like them. It's just clear there's something strange and special about this place. You also, coming down, you don't have to go too far. You can, even from above, you could see kind of just to the west, you could see the massive shell split off above on the promontory, the namesake of Split Shell Cove.
I think we found it, Adraxa.
That wasn't so bad.
Thought it'd be a lot farther.
Take a look at these plants. You ever seen anything like this before?
No.
They
And for
seem
that,
like
I love it.
maybe they seem like kind of magic to you.
How so?
Just because it seems different than anything I've seen before, you know? There's like a
Sure,
weird
sure.
thing in the air. Maybe it's, I don't know, some kind of aura.
Yeah, I feel it too. I thought I was just enchanted by the beauty of the place.
It could be both. I bet we find that kid's imaginary friend here. See if we can get
Maybe
those
we should-
songs unlost, right?
Okay.
And lose those songs.
Let's have a look around.
Yeah, explore a little bit. Maybe we shouldn't split up this time.
No, let's not split up this time, lest you get attacked by another wild boar.
Yeah, about that. There was. You know what? Yeah, let's.
Spinecrusher just really is good at dodging questions, it seems.
Yeah, let's just walk around.
All right. Yeah.
Right, so
you get
what
the
is-
sense- Go ahead.
What is directly to the west of us here? This like rock structure.
The directly to the left of you, so
Yeah.
it's kind of like the there's just like a large channel cliff face, right? So it just sort of makes this kind of like pointed spire upwards with a thin ridge along the pathway down. Again, it's kind of hard for me to like with a top-down map. What I'm picturing is something riddled with channels and things like that. Oh.
The weirdest part is that it leaves like where his face used to be. Why wouldn't it just go straight like all background? We're just left with a silhouette of Spinecrusher.
Yeah, all good, all good. Do you want to tell you what? Now might be a good point in time to maybe take a quick 5 minutes.
Yeah, sorry.
That's all right. So let's just take 5. And...
For anyone who's watching, which is not many tonight, I'm having unexpected webcam issues, so I apologize.
Okay.
Maybe Mike can give it a quick reboot and we will be right back in 5
Yeah.
minutes.
Just reminds me of that thing. Do you remember like a year ago, there's that video where the attorney's like, I'm not a cat.
yeah, that's poor pandemic.
I can proceed if you are.
Yeah, early days pandemic where like people were
Love it.
showing up as potatoes to their Zoom calls.
Oh, it was so good. It was so good. The best was just that the eyes were like,
Yeah.
oh God.
All right, well, thank you for being here, friends. We're glad to have you. We will be right back in 5
Right
minutes.
back. Right back.
Bye-bye.
All right.
And we're back. Yay. Thanks for sticking around. Here we are.
All
Let's
right,
see, see if
Hopefully
Spine
the
Crusher's
technical.
camera.
Yeah, yeah.
we'll find out. So yeah, you guys have just come across the tidal pools outside of Split Shell Cove. The kind of beautiful, wondrous sight. Just a habitat in its own right, just full of little shallow places where the wander random bits of shells that come in and out from the high tides and start to get trapped when it comes to be low tide. Right about now, it looks to be, well, not quite the lowest point of the tide, but it looks like maybe it's either receding, maybe it's rising. You aren't quite sure. At any rate, it looks like there's some water around. You haven't been to this place, so you can't quite say for sure what to make of it. But yeah, it's here it is.
I do want to explore this map, but the cabin, we had to walk past the cabin to get here.
Yep.
Should we look in the cabin or the cottage real quick before we explore the cove?
Probably a good idea.
I mean, it
Just
sounds
give
like
a knock.
it sounds like they probably disappeared, right? Like they're not gonna be in there. But let's give it a knock. Let's at least try.
Yeah. Maybe there's something useful inside.
No, we're not gonna let ourselves in, Spine Crusher. We're just gonna see if the neighbors are home.
But what if they're dead in there?
People are dead everywhere. It's not our problem. All right, yeah. I mean, we could just take a quick peek real
We
quick.
take a peek through the windows. Was there windows on the house? I assume.
Yeah,
I feel like it's not what Torm would do, and I'm trying to do better, but okay.
okay. You go up to the house. You knock on the door, knock on the window. What are you doing?
I want to take a peek through the window first.
Sure.
They are home and they are terrified.
Yeah, yeah. A
There's
giant
a man in our
Goliath.
window.
I have to like crouch down, so like my head's coming into the window from like above, because I have to like kind of look like this.
You crouch down, look at the window.
Yeah.
Nothing. You see. I mean, it's kind of like a lace curtain, so it's kind of hard to see. But you, mostly you see furniture. You think you maybe see a rug.
It's a laced curtain. It's kind of hard to see. I see some furniture and a rug.
I'm just gonna knock. I'm just
Alright.
I bang on the front door.
I thought I was gonna knock. I thought you said it was my
gonna.
turn.
No, I said you're gonna do the talking, but I mean, I'm closer.
Alright.
Hello, mates of fate. You've definitely heard of us. Hello.
People on this island equate us with like Jehovah's Witnesses.
Every single house you come across. You've been playing too much Zelda. You're gonna go in and start breaking pots. What the hell?
Yeah, yeah.
You heard the word about how great we are.
There is no reply.
Did you want to go in and just help yourself to their possessions, or should we just assume they're dead and keep going?
I don't want anything. But what if there's like clues in there?
There could be. There absolutely could be, but I feel like the people who've gone missing went missing off the path. And it sounded like they're going missing because of something wild. But if you think they went missing because they made it like a deal and we can find the contract or something, I mean, we can have a quick peek.
Can I see if the door is unlocked?
Yeah. You go and try the handle.
Mm-hmm.
It opens.
Well, they
Sounds like it needs oil on the hinge, but
seems like they may be left in a hurry, Adraxa.
Well, it's not breaking, it's just entering. That's only half a crime.
I push the door open the rest of the way with my foot, but I'm still standing outside the threshold. I just want to get a really good view of the house.
Mates of fate, hello!
inside you see furniture, a rug,
And some
What
lace
looks to be-
curtains.
lace curtains. You see a pantry. You see knickknacks, what looks to be a small shrine, maybe, family idols to ancestors or something. Off on one of the corners, you see what is actually looks like a mural, uh, like a fresco painted on the wall that looks to be kind of covered up more or less with vines, climbing plants, indoor ones. Looks as if they were maybe trying to hide it, but didn't want to destroy it because it was well done. Um,
That seems a little. What do you think is behind those vines?
I mean, we can't not look at it at this point, right? I mean, we need to know.
Well, by all means, you first.
I mean, I'm just saying, my newfound deity wouldn't want me illegally entering.
Well,
But I
what
don't
if
think
somebody
he'd care
pushed
if you.
you? Boom.
If well, I mean, I'm in now, so I don't want to disrespect our home by not appreciating whatever that is.
Yeah.
the hand on your shoulder suddenly glows white. I'm disappointed. No.
No!
Damn it.
Sorry.
Darno, he made me.
No, you're good. No, you're fine. You have this momentary fear of that happening, and then you like cross into the threshold, and then just
Oh, okay. Just
Okay,
real
it's-
quick, in and out. I'm just gonna.
Pull the vines
Right.
back.
Whoa.
you see a family portrait. There is kind of this stern, almost austere-looking man, chin up and everything, hand tucked into a waistcoat. It looks to be. Well, make a history check.
Okay. Here we go.
Not what I'm good at. That is a 3.
I got a. Hold on. I gotta get my character sheet back up. 10 plus 0. That would be a 10.
10
So
is
we-
enough. It looks to be like he maybe had reached some kind of not necessarily a captaincy in the picture, but it looked like he was wearing almost like a little bit above a midshipman in terms of his rank. So he was maybe moving up and proud, and maybe the family had either commissioned, or maybe the mother had some talent in painting.
Do I
Um,
know, like, what navy? Like.
Uh,
or
doesn't
just-
look to be. It looks like maybe it was more like a merchant, but a merchant vessel. So probably Burning Isles says, you might have been a sailor in kind of like the trading ships that go from port to port around this part of the ocean. Here you can see there is a father, mother, green, almost emerald eyes, dark hair, nearly, like cinnamon skin, very, striking. You see a boy and a girl, very young. The girl looks to be maybe 4. The boy, a bit older, probably closer to 9 or so. And you can even there, you can it's enough that you can recognize this to be the Fairtackle family, an old portrait, covered up by the new owners, just because it's not their family and it's kind of awkward to have them looming over, maybe. But
That's what I was
also
gonna ask. They couldn't take this down.
It's painted on the wall.
Oh, it's okay.
technically, it's painted in the wall. It's a fresco, so it's actually the paint is mixed in with the plaster.
Couldn't they have just painted over it?
Probably, but it is kind of beautiful. Look at that. Pearl and her brother, they were rich kids.
What do you think her dad did?
No, some kind of merchant, maybe?
And what about her mom? What sense do I get of her mom?
Make an investigation check.
An investigation? Okay.
We're the 2 worst people in the world to be figuring this out.
I know. 8 plus 0 is 0.
You have no idea.
Or 8.
She's definitely the mom.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Hard to tell.
And they just grew up to be criminals. Should have joined the military, right? Set you on the straight and narrow. Some
That's what
shit
they
like
tell.
that.
Exactly. That's what they tell you.
That's what they. That's what they tell you when you're that age.
Till you find out what you're fighting for is a lie.
Good times, all right. I should get out of here before my magic axe stops being magical. I don't know.
I uncomfortably leave
Yeah.
without touching anything. With any signs of a struggle, or just looks like
Oh,
they
it looks
left.
to be just a vacant home.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think they got picked up on the road by something big.
Do I see any food?
Yeah, you do. There's a pantry. You open it up, and therein you see it looks like a wheel of cheese with a good slice out of it, wrapped in cloth. You see a bottle of wine, still corked. You see what look to be just an assortment of kind of like small sacks of flour and a mortar and pestle on the counter. You see jars of various oils, unguents, and a little tiny thing that says spices. Doesn't say what kind of spices. It just says spices. So you can guess the cooking that the Aberworths do is probably pretty much that.
Yeah. I take the cheese and go ahead. Sorry.
Their spices are just salt and pepper
Yeah.
in one
It's
jar.
It's just that the one spice that it's like that they just put Old Bay on everything.
Yeah.
Ah, they're from Baltimore.
I take the cheese and the bottle of wine and I leave a platinum piece in the cabinet. In place
Session
of what I
where
took.
Spinecrusher and Adraxa go on a romantic picnic.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So by the seaside.
I take
barrel
it.
full of cabbages here.
I take a chunk of the cheese and I toss the other half to Adraxa. There you go.
I don't think I can. Thank you.
I
You
pay-
keep it.
I paid them for it.
They did not consent to being paid for it.
Okay. All right. And I stuff it into my back
Is it
along
good?
with the wine.
It looks good.
It's good. It's
I
blue
bet it
cheese.
pairs. I bet it pairs really
fine.
well with that wine. All right.
Yeah.
We gotta go. We gotta go before we lose the tide. Come on.
All right.
Should we take a quick break? So
Real
Zara,
quick.
I hear
Yeah.
Zara sprinting up the path, actually. So
Yeah.
let's be
Guys, hold on. Wait. You hear.
All right, we'll be right back.
Okay.
Now we're back.
Hey,
Yay.
welcome back. Thank you. So everybody's up to speed. We're good. So you guys walk out of the cabin and hearing, wait. You see
Wait for
they're
me.
running up.
Where have
Yeah.
you been?
Doing important things, extremely important things.
Thanks for taking care of the important adult stuff so we could do the adventuring stuff.
You are quite well. You know, you had all of it. Did you get any cool loot? You tell me if you got anything fun, right?
We got a wheel of cheese that we just stole from these nice people in this cottage.
That
I
is
paid them
extremely
for it.
important.
They are likely dead, so they won't mind, but it's the principle of the thing.
Very true.
All right.
Their ghosts could be vengeful. You never know. But you
So-
paid them, so you're good.
I mean, he left it on the counter, but, you know.
I mean, honestly, I feel like they probably appreciate someone enjoying the cheese if they can't.
I hope so. I don't know. This whole, like, lawful good thing is new to me, so I'm just doing my best. I'm trying. It's stupid.
That's what counts.
So, just past this cabin, there's like a cliffside, and I think we made it to Split Shell Cove. So we were gonna start looking for that kid's imaginary friend, maybe the lost
yeah.
songs. Yeah,
And possibly the monsters that are plaguing this area.
yeah. I think they're the ones that picked up the neighbors that Spinecrusher just robbed. Yeah,
Oh, so it's recently abandoned.
yeah. Apparently they were here like a week ago. They disappeared right before the
The
storm.
cheese
I
is still
think.
good.
Yeah. Or, I don't know. Did it used to be blue cheese?
I do not know enough about cheeses.
I take a
It's blue.
chunk and I toss it to Zara as well. Welcome.
We do not have cows where I come from. It is delicious though.
Yeah, you wouldn't know what cheese is. Yeah.
I know what cheese is. I just not like cow cheese. I'm not familiar with all the different types.
What kind of cheese do you have in the Nine Hells, Zara? I'd like to know.
Well, I mean, just like you have. Okay, you remember how I had to buy that goat and that cow, and we like learned all about that, and that was like a crash course in cheeses.
Yes. So that was
Not
your
the
first
best
time with cheese.
I mean, fermented animal product exists, okay? Just not from those specific animals. I don't know what color this is supposed to be. Are there supposed to be specks in it? Maybe, I don't know.
I'm actually not sure either. Like it smells good, but in like a gross kind of good.
Who wants to be the person to eat it and then like tell us if it was a bad idea tomorrow?
And Spinecrusher, you're the
I've,
one that
I've
stole it.
I've been eating it. I already.
Oh, okay, well,
I got like there's like little bits of cheese on my chin and my cheek. I was like,
He is not
"Well,
gonna shit for 4 days. Mark
Are
my
you saying
words.
this might be bad?
or you'll shit continuously for 4 days. There was no in between with cheese.
Yeah.
Bordering on an animal fact there. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So,
Can we peek over like over the cliff? How do we think we're gonna make our way down into the tide pools to explore?
with some soggy feet, most likely.
Well,
Oh, man.
that's all right.
I mean, you can try and scale the cliffs and find another way around and everything, but it seems like this is the kind of place that, yeah, it's probably going to be challenging to walk around without getting your feet wet. It's damp, it's mucky, it's murky, it's a tidal pool. It's wet by definition. There are parts where the ground will probably sink down. There's parts where it's probably covered in coral or seashells or sharp rocks.
And Carl, you say?
Oh yes, I do. You're gonna
Atrax, Atrax is fine getting her feet wet, but can she get down there without like falling off a cliff? Like how high up is this?
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. It's that grassy part there is a slope that goes down. From there, you're level with the. It's a steep slope that goes down, right? But gentle enough that it's more or less like a ramp going down. So to explain this map, all the parts you see there, like the gray lines that are like kind of sharp, those are cliffs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can
The
you push the map?
To me as well. Yeah.
yeah, okay, you should be able to see it.
Yay.
Listed as
Up there it is. Yep.
Yep, Split Shell Cove. So, the grass is just a great, like a kind of like a slope. You can see, covered in very thick brush. The From there, it's kind of the center section is just a bunch of little small pools and more or less giant puddles, right? Some of them as big as 50 feet across or so. They all kind of like overlap and twist and wind into one another. There are sort of natural bridges across from here and there, some leading towards the ocean where there might be a clear path, other parts where it's just a lot of water. Either way, it's covered in all sorts of forms of life and bits of the skeletal remains of what sea life maybe fell into the pools and died or was eaten, or what remains.
And Spinecrusher and I think
You're on mute.
I am? You guys can't hear me?
Wait,
It's still not picking up.
not picking
Really?
up. Yeah.
That is so weird. I'm
Nope,
picking
nothing.
up
Not a thing.
myself.
Not a thing.
Neat. Hang on.
Well, guys, it was fun playing D&D.
I joined and ruined everything. You're
How
welcome.
about
No, no.
now? How
Oh, you're
now?
good. You're good.
Hey, sorry about that. It's my first time using a computer. All right.
Okay.
I don't even
Now
know how
you're
to do
from
it.
the past.
I'm a boomer. All right. I was gonna say to Zara, Spinecrusher and I think that the flora here, because it's so unusual, like we've never seen plant life like this. It's so vibrant and wild. We have a theory that it's like magic somehow. Not because Matt said
Hmm.
it, but just because that's what we think. So something special about this place. All right. Well, I
mean-
guess it. Oh, go. Sorry.
Okay. Vibrant colors mean either you should pollinate me or I will kill you with my poison. So.
All right, we
Second.
need a new plant facts hashtag.
Should have been nature facts.
Yeah.
So right now there's a smell that's sickly sweet, almost like sort of like a cross between hyacinth and plum. It's delicious in your nose. It's absolutely lovely.
I have a sneaking suspicion these things are carnivorous.
It's
Sickeningly sweet, like stomach acid, you say? No.
sickeningly sweet, like just really a sweet smell. It's hard to explain. It's not quite like any flower you can think of, but it smells vaguely fruit-like. Hard to say.
All right. Well, that piqued Adrax's curiosity, so she'll
Mhm.
go poke one of the brighter ones
Wait,
to
wait,
see
wait.
if it tries to bite her.
Not
Make
toss
a
a piece of cheese at it.
I mean,
Like
it's a
this.
plant. How much can it hurt if it's a plant?
And this
How
was
much money do I
expensive
win
cheese,
if I have to bring you back from the brink of death?
You do have a big wheel of cheese, so
But it was expensive cheese.
it costs you nothing.
I've done it.
It
I
cost
broke a
me a
plant.
platinum.
What is
You
the
put
big deal?
platinum down for the piece of cheese. I missed that. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah,
I
he
did.
left a piece of platinum on the counter.
Yeah, I didn't just steal it. I paid him for it.
You
And the
bought
wine.
their house. Okay. Yeah. All right.
If it eats you, I get to laugh at you, though.
Why would it's not gonna eat me? They're just plants.
I poke it.
Plant just kind of does nothing. It's a plant.
We're
Well,
fine. This place
we can-
feels safe.
At least the flower that you touched. Make an investigation or nature check. Try it if you want to try and find the source of the smell.
Sure. I suck at both of those, so here we go.
That's a 5.
No, you're smelling it. It's just, is it this flower? I don't know. Is it this flower? Something around here smells really good, but
All right, I'll make my way down the hill, I guess, into around here, I guess.
okay. You cross kind of the mossy bits of stone and everything, and you can see there's just this pool directly in front of you. Looks like it kind of steps down, and there's a dividing line, thin ridge, sort of damp, but not so much that you'd be standing in water. Well, it looks like you could probably cross here or a little bit over to the west if you wanted to go south, if you wanted to go east or west, or really wherever you want to. It's just kind of an open map here.
Cool. Which
Vine
way?
Crusher will just kind of wander. I mean, we're all kind of close to each other, right? So, not splitting. My intention here is not splitting the party, but I just kind of want to wander like northeast, like around that cliff face
Sure.
towards that pool of water. I
Yeah.
guess I can move my token, right? I want to move over here. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do I have any vague idea where that sickly sweet smell is coming from? Like
It-
cardinally?
Probably close to where you are, a little south maybe if you're following the wind, but
All right.
it's definitely like
Well,
all the life that's teeming there. But
I'm gonna take the path closer to the actual ocean, not like the path through the center of the tide pools that Drax is taking. So I'm gonna go more this way.
okay,
Is it getting stronger or fainter over there?
fainter from where she is. Probably strongest by
that.
Alexa.
Yeah, that's
Alright.
suspicious.
You still smell it.
All right, I'll go this way. I'll start heading west a little bit. I like this way.
Do I notice anything?
As you do, it's just you're getting towards where like you can see there's a bunch of trees overlying the ridge. You're at this point you almost hear a sound, a faint sound, sort of like maybe it's the gulls crying, or maybe the distant sound of the waves lapping up. But make a perception check.
All right. Oh god, I'm rolling like shit. It's a 10.
Just hard to tell. There's something about this place that just sounds like the winds are hitting differently. Maybe it's the echoes around here.
Mhm.
Caverns and coves and rock faces tend to do that sometimes.
How
Yeah.
big are these like trees in front of me? Can I see through them?
Right where you are right here, it's a pretty tall cliff. That probably goes up maybe about a good 60 feet, 70 feet,
Okay.
up to where those massive boulders are just jutting out. Again, like the shells of a mussel. The trees themselves, north of you, they kind of provide a good bit of shade and coverage in that little alcove. Yeah.
What do you think, Spine Crusher?
So Spine Crusher's way over here. I don't know if you can.
Yeah, that's like, what do you think, Spine Crusher? To someone who's probably almost a good 200 feet away from you. It's to a football field, right? Or almost. Yeah, so it's closest person you can see is Zara, and she's pretty far out.
I'll just keep exploring. Like I'll kind of wander around the tide pools while they do whatever.
And I do the same. I want to circle around this little area I'm in and just kind of walk around this tide pool and see if I see anything interesting.
Make an investigation check.
Okay.
Can I do the same for my area?
Yeah.
I'd love to just continue rolling poorly and leave the map with all of us disappointed.
14.
There you go.
Oh, nat 20.
You go first. You go first.
So I got a 14. I'm just looking around. Is there anything
It
cool?
looks like the tide pool that you're by is probably a little bit less full than the others, maybe because it's right there by the ocean. It seems like a lot of the things that wash into it probably wash away with high tide, so it doesn't look like there's as much in that tide pool. Adraxa, with a nat 20, you're looking around and everything, and then you spot something. Looking south, there's kind of on the opposite side of the tidal pools, where there's a whole bunch of flowers lining this sort of mountain stream that's kind of passing down the hill. Resting there amid the flowers, you see a shape. It's sort of greenish turquoise, hard to tell. Large, bulbous, and you can see the shape is breathing in and breathing out.
It's just without making a noise. I'm just like,
Are you gonna poke it with a stick? I mean,
obviously.
Do I see Adraxa signaling like this?
Where you are, no.
Do I remember the song that the kid was singing when she made the rain stop?
Not
do I
well
remember her
enough, I think. No, because it was
Like,
kind of like she went out into the rain and everything. You guys were in the middle of having a conversation with Distigian and Vernon and them when she went out to sing and set things right. So no, I think maybe a word here and there, but not much.
Would I be able to whistle the melody?
You could.
Or did I not? Yeah. I'll try
You
and
know, at
like,
least a snippet of the melody. Yeah.
yeah. I'll start like gently whistling what I can remember of that kid's song.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not trying to antagonize whatever this thing is, but I just kind of want to see what happens.
Okay. Rolls over. You can tell it looks to be roughly
Oh, boy.
humanoid in shape.
Okay.
great.
Not huge or large or anything, but hefty maybe.
I kind of like sit down with my hands on my knees in a like not aggressive way, and I'll just kind of like keep whistling. It's just like, where the fuck are you? Come on.
Right.
Mm.
Stealth
Oh,
check.
All right, here we go. That is a 16.
Okay, so far still sleeping.
Can I do a perception check to see if I
Yeah,
see
actually,
Adraxa
what's your
doing this?
passive? What's your passive?
My passive is 10.
With a 16 stealth, you don't notice her. She's being so quiet. Sorry.
My passive's a
So-
19.
You notice her.
I was like, do not know.
Yes.
No. I will eat all of your cheese. No.
We're just gonna talk. Just a conversation. Just a talk.
It's gonna eat or poison you. Facts. Yes.
Some kid's invisible friend. It's gonna be.
Oh, God. I would say at this point, Spinecrusher's made his way closer to Zara. If that's okay, Matt.
You notice
at this
Zara
point.
having a conversation, and you look over, you see Adraxa, and then you're trying to you look back at Zara, but you don't even notice what Adraxa's doing.
What are you talking about?
Rex is making a bad decision.
I look over to Adraxa.
Just poking one of the things in the tide pool. I told her if it kills her, I'm not bringing her back.
Uh,
And they get all her money and cheese.
I start making my way over towards Adraxa.
Oh, are we really just gonna willingly walk into this bad? Just okay, fair enough, fair enough. Okay, let's go. Let's poke the thing with a stick. Everyone loves poking dead things with sticks. Let's just go for it.
Like
Okay.
keeping the respectful distance, Adraxa like still sitting with her hands on her knees will clear her throat.
Sorry to bother you. Just wanted to say hello. I'm sorry, hello. Well met.
So, creature sits up immediately, and in the chat game discussion, you'll see what you are seeing.
What? I'm sorry. What this shit is? A Barbos Brave just gave a player. You can't do that.
I'm giving it to me.
That's illegal.
I'm giving it to me.
That's not
Oh,
how
okay,
they
this
work.
is way better than I thought it was gonna be. All right.
Aw.
Or most brave, the FTC is going to be reaching out to you.
I know.
Those
game
things amazing.
Money laundered. Wow, that's
I
this is what we
love
see?
them.
That is what you see. Creature looks over.
Sorry to wake you. So sorry. Hello. Well met.
Please
Put
don't
my
hurt.
put my hands
No,
back
hurt
on
me.
my knees.
No,
We're not here to hurt you.
we would not.
You
I like your
understand me?
piercings.
You understand me.
Yeah,
You're not like the others.
you understand us too. Great.
Wow.
Hi.
I thought you were all heathens.
I don't know
Or
what that
bad-
word means, but
savages.
Well, I guess at least one of us is, but
Okay, also, can't we still understand every language right now?
That's why, yep. Yep.
Who knows
Oh.
what we're speaking? I don't.
Oh. I'm sorry if this is your home. I didn't mean to startle you. I hope I'm not intruding or trespassing. I
This-
just come.
no.
I've been passing through, and I came to stop here for the night.
no, this isn't our land either. We're also passing through. We just, we had some questions. We're looking for answers, and sorry to wake you again. We just,
Oh,
wanted to say hi.
well, hi.
Hi.
I don't know that I have any answers for you. I'm not really from around here.
Where are you from?
Well, the village is a ways away, but I'm sorry. We're also not from around here in a different sense. It's hard to explain.
Oh no, I
my-
know what you. You didn't really start in like this plane.
Plain. I'm not sure what that means, but I'm not used to all of this color. This specific color. I mean, it's a bit much. Garish, really. But I'm Honja Conley.
Hauncher
I'll
Conley.
type it in the chat because yeah.
Conjure Conley.
Just let me do it phonetically. And say it one more time.
I like that.
Honja Conley.
Hauncher Conley.
Oh, it's yeah. There you go.
Well met, Conley. I am a Drax of Stormhammers.
Oh, delighted.
And I am Spine Crusher.
She reaches out this, kind of like these very short, stubby but bulbous fingers out to you. It's sort of like what you would imagine if a hippo had fingers. Just reaches out and everything. very
Not
daintily.
exactly sure what her customs are, so I go to like meet her hand and see if she wants to shake it or if she has some other custom. I'm just trying to be amenable.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry.
That's interesting. And she goes and then like bows her head and sniffs your hand, and then
I sniff hers in return.
oh,
You're traveling alone?
I just was wandering, just gathering berries and things for my children, and I saw this place, and it's so hot here. I thought I'd get some sleep. And
How long have you been here?
a few days, not long.
Are your children far?
No, not too far. They're just up the ways.
In the cabin?
What? No. There's a cabin.
Because
What
there's
is a
no one in
cabin?
there.
In...
It's a dwelling of sorts.
Very well.
If
Curious.
you're looking for a place to rest, you can probably borrow that cottage. The owners might
Oh.
not be home for a while.
That's quite generous.
Well, it's not
I'm
mine to
not
give.
sure what a cabin or a cottage is, but I'll appreciate the offer.
And what do you live in? What do you sleep in?
In my clothes here, I have
I think she's
What do you
roughing it.
What do you sleep on?
off.
On a bed?
Oh, I usually on, as you can see, the ground here was just fine.
Well, have you heard about my Lord and Savior, the mattress?
No, is this some manner of gold?
No, Listen,
Is it a ruler?
I totally respect that you like to sleep outside. I think that's rad. But next time you sleep, find like a bunch of leaves or a bunch of feathers. Pack them together tightly and wrap something around them and sleep on that. It's like heaven.
Who's heaven?
It's like...
Bring it home.
It's...
You got this.
Yeah. Listen, just sleep on something soft.
Oh, I do. I sleep on something soft every time. And she goes and just grabs her belly.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I like you. I like you.
Oh. She holds out her hand.
Do you smell it?
I high five it.
Do you need food?
That was most inappropriate, sir.
Oh, it's friendly where he's from.
Heaven?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
It sounds like a dreadful place. I don't care how many mattresses you have there.
She's got an interesting way with the emphasis on things.
Are you trying to say emphasis?
No.
No.
Listen. Are you just foraging? Here.
I go into my pack and I like share some of my rations. Like I give her like 2 days worth of what I got.
And I have some cheese here.
Oh! Thank you. This is quite gracious.
I don't know if your kids are picky. Hopefully they'll eat that.
All kids are picky, aren't they? Thank you.
Sure.
I will... Maybe, if you would like, you could, of course, call upon me in the village, just south of here. Or, I think that's what it is. Is that south? As she points east.
Yeah.
Or not east, west. Sorry.
No. Is your village that way or is your village south?
It's all so confusing. You only have but the one sun in the
Just
sky.
the one. Yeah.
You have to wait for it to move to the sky to get the orientation. It's kind of annoying.
Oh, I slept through it. It would have been easier. I guess I had to stare at it for a while until I see which way it's
Oh
going.
no! Don't stare at it. It's quite close. It'll hurt your eyes. Stop!
Oh,
You just put a stick in the ground and then put a stick where the end of the stick is, and then when the shadow moves, do some math.
well, that all sounds terribly complicated. I don't really have the time. I have to get back to my children right away. As I said, I don't know how long I've been asleep.
Do you
Well,
know how to get back to your children? Do you know where they are?
yes, they're just south of here. She points west.
In the village.
This is what the stick math was for.
Okay, well, good luck to you. I guess if we make it to the village, we'll drop in and say hi.
Yes. Well, it was quite delightful meeting savages who are educated in language.
That's rude. Okay.
Educated savages.
Nice
Yes.
to meet you as well.
A pleasure.
Okay.
Oh, wait till I tell the children this. Conjure goes and begins kind of like just very heavy set waddle through the brush.
I smack Zara in the arm with the back of my hand, like, see? It's fine.
Make a perception check, all of you.
Oh, God.
Mm-hmm.
17.
27.
17.
17. Spine Crusher.
2.
Okay. Spine Crusher.
You just watching
you're
that
sitting there-
thickness.
Why you got to start with me, Matt?
Just, there goes that thickness.
Spine Crusher, take 2 platinum out of your inventory.
No.
Sarah,
No.
you notice as you're kind of sitting there, this little tiny shiny glint just off to the side, and then you see
Please
this
be a tiny dragon. Please be a tiny dragon.
small creature scamper up onto a nearby branch and is just looking at the platinum piece. It's there in the chat as well, the picture.
Reference.
So what is this?
It's adorable. Please
looks
join us on Discord if you want to see
Yeah,
what
if
this
you
looks
want-
like.
Check us out on Discord if you want to see what this creature looks like. It's sort of this strange,
Oh,
I love it.
almost 6-legged monkey, lemur,
yeah.
lizard type thing, but it's actually cute somehow.
It's a little thief.
Are you gonna tell Spine Crusher about that, or just...
I mean, I think it's gonna alert Spine Crusher to its presence pretty soon.
And it just takes the 2, platinum pieces and just tries to bang them together. It's just this like kind of tinkling sound, but Spine Crusher, you're just so, kind of like lost in the weirdness of that exchange that transpired that you don't even notice.
Did I notice or just Zara?
What did you roll again?
17.
No, you did not. You were kind of like, huh. You're looking around back at the kind of the forest and everything, or maybe like you're hearing sounds, but you're thinking it's probably just the tidal pool and all the weird assortment of life that's here.
Yeah.
Mostly,
I was correct. This location is teeming with weird, unique life. So far, none of it has tried to kill us, though. So,
There you go.
cautiously optimistic.
I'm in favor. All right.
okay. Looking around, you see. I will say also, Zara, looking around, you see lots of flowers nearby. Make a medicine check for me.
I still don't trust this shit, but yeah. 25.
Okay. You see 2 types of flowers that might be useful.
Oh,
One has a soporific quality, meaning that you could use it to concoct a potion of rest that would help
oh.
cause something to fall asleep. Possibly you could maybe alternatively use it to make something that would make a sleep gas bomb using the spores that come out of it.
Okay. Ooh, I'm gonna have to be careful collecting that bad boy.
Very. You also
Please
see
don't.
you also see a number of bronze, a salve that would be useful in making a salve, similar to a potion of healing. But this would actually make you, it would restore some health and also probably helping with like treating burns. So you would be able to have fire resistance and shortly heal some of your wounds.
All right, well, let's take that one because it's not gonna knock me unconscious for 8 hours if I fuck it up. And maybe we'll grab the other one on the way out.
What, this one?
I point
Yeah.
viciously to it.
This one?
Okay, you hold it. Sleight of hand check.
Everything I do is stupid. Because it's funnier that way. 10. 12.
Okay, you're fine. You're fine. Fortunately enough, you didn't grab it like by the flower, but like by the close to the root. You pull it up, and it's kind of like shakes a little bit.
Is this the one you wanted?
I just like yank it out of the ground.
Except the pollen could knock you out. But yep, that one.
Again?
Put it in a bag.
Okay.
I just
Try not
stuff
to breathe, really,
stuff it in
at
my
all.
bag without much care.
Right. Okay.
What could go wrong?
Let me put you guys where
Got
your
it.
tokens actually would be, probably.
Oh, great.
So, probably about.
Right next to all the suspicious colored stuff.
Interesting. Interesting. That. All right. I want to actually wants to explore something on the map, but I'm trying not to metagame. So the interesting looking grate, could have Drax have seen it from where she was standing before?
From here, you definitely see it because it's it's plain, like you have a better vantage point. So you see kind of two things: a grate right underneath of the massive coves, or underneath a massive boulders, which kind of, as you think back to it, that point where you're starting to hear what sounded like maybe the wind, it could have been a draft going down into the grate.
Okay.
Also, you see directly across from you what looks to be a cluster of berries growing. That may be where that sweet smell was coming from.
Interesting.
Like at the south edge of the
Directly,
map?
directly north, that kind of like bulbous outcrop,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
almost like
Okay.
grapes or.
Well, we're outdoors people. Do we recognize these plants?
Make a nature check.
This is gonna go fine.
Come
I'm
on.
gonna make a nature check by
not
investigating with
bad,
my
actually.
mouth, because again, that's funnier.
I'm not
15.
doing that. Doing it with my eyes.
15?
19. 19.
19. You've been both of you spent enough time in the military to know a good berry when you see it, and those look ripe. So
Goodness gracious, look, what have we found?
I
Or
start.
can we plant a good berry plant in the feather house? Is that an option?
I don't know, do they need natural light?
probably.
We could
Well,
probably...
let's just dig up the
You can
whole
always
thing.
try and plant it.
Can we just dig the whole thing up?
Okay, you guys. This is part of the campaign where you derail it and start like a hydroponic traveling
Yeah.
berry.
This is
This
our
is
real
it.
This is
job
gonna
now.
be amazing.
This is how we really make
We're
our
gonna
wealth.
make so much money off
Fuck.
of our
Fuck wine.
fuck saving the world. We have a portable
Yeah.
pharmacy.
Yeah.
Welcome to Mates of Fate, Breaking Berry. Here we go.
Let's plant, Jesse. Yeah. Sorry.
Look, you can't fertilize the berries with salt pork, okay? I know you think it gives them a unique flavor, but it doesn't work.
I don't care why they blew. I don't know. All right, I don't know enough about. All right, so
Alright, hang on.
I pluck one off the plant and I toss it up, see if Spine Crusher can catch it in his mouth.
you guys go all the way across the map to the north.
Oh,
Yeah, it's okay.
I mean, no, I mean, if he was standing right next to me. Oh, those. Okay. Yeah.
All good. All good.
Cool. All right. And if Spine Crusher catches in his mouth, I want to see if like that wild boar stab wound heals up a little bit.
Okay.
It was a really light wound, so
Fucking lost
if
the
I catch
fight
it, it probably will.
war.
You pick one up. You throw it up. Make a dexterity check to see if you can catch it, Spine Crusher.
Yeah. Okay. That would be a 13.
Yeah, you catch it.
Nice.
You heal 2 hit points because these are extra ripe good berries. So
Nice.
Pretty good berries.
They're great berries.
Mhm.
Yeah. They're great.
okay. Copyright. All right.
All right. How many can we take without disrupting their delicate ecosystem?
Make a nature check to find out.
Yeah. I mean,
Do I get
wanna,
it?
like,
Do I get any of my hit points back since I ate a good berry?
I said 2.
Oh, you did. Sorry, I missed it. Okay.
That's why they're great berries. It's a 14 on nature check.
Yeah. You could probably pick about. There's one really good cluster. It looks like so you have one cluster of probably about 12 great berries, as we'll say. That'll heal 2 hit points each.
Awesome.
And then you see some that are definitely not ripe. Some that look kind of almost moldering, like they're past ripe and now starting to dry or fall off. So fermented berries. And then you see others that are look good enough. So you probably find there's more of those than the great berries. So you probably find all in all another 18 good berries.
Yeah. I'm gonna take 6 and give 6 each to Zara and Spine Crusher, and I'll take that cluster of great berries just in case.
So 6 good berries.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This is nice.
Yeah.
See, Zara, we don't even need you anymore. We're good.
Okay. Well, it's been fun. Goodbye.
Don't
You
go.
kind of get the feeling of why it is that Gathene loved walking around this place. It just seems like a wonderful spot to have a childhood.
Do like it here. Spine Crusher, if those people are dead, you probably should take that cottage. It's nice. It's nice here. I'm gonna go check out that grate. I wanna see what's inside.
I start sloshing my way towards it.
Okay.
Spine Crusher turns to Zara, and he's just like, Drax is really just having to go around this place, isn't she?
I mean, she's certainly doing something.
I guess we should follow her. Make sure she doesn't get into any trouble.
Ash, what's your passive perception?
It's pretty high, I think. 16.
Okay. You step foot in the water, sloshing through, and as you do, I sworn you saw something. Maybe an eel. Something sinuously kind of wave through the water. It's sort of that thing in the trash compactor kind of like movement, just out of the corner of your eye. Fuck.
Is there a way to get to the grate without going through the water?
You've already started stepping through the water.
I just commit to it and go through it fast.
I'll
Okay.
call back to them like,
There's something swimming around.
So Spine Crusher, did he start walking through the water, or can he try to like kind of walk around it a little bit?
It's a little tricky here because of how it's definitely one of the spots where there's a lot of water right here. Some parts that look deep, some parts that look like it's just there's not as much room in this specific part between where you are and that grate to get to it without going through water. It's just like you're, hiking and you see a stream and it's one of those ones where it's like, I could try and jump here, but it looks a little muddy on the other side. I guess I could. And then it ends up being like you have wet boots the rest of your hike.
Yeah, so instead of just like trudging through the water and the dirt here, Spine Crusher is going to take like really big steps and slam his steps down in case anything down there's living. Like, just wants to like try to kick it, as he's walking out of the way as he's walking through it.
Destroy as
Yeah,
much
yeah.
of the ecosystem as you can.
Okay. Do me a favor and roll initiative.
Oh God, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to avoid that.
It sounded like you were trying to make sure you killed whatever you stepped on. Was that not
Guys,
what
I
you were
think
going
the
for?
stuff in the water will kill us. Ooh.
25.
All right. Here we go. Play that funky combat, white boy. Here we go.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Oh,
Sick.
oh, roll with an advantage.
19.
With my advantage, I rolled a 2 and a 4, so 7.
Crushing it.
Nailed it.
Look, not everyone can be cool.
Yeah, you get to be cool this time.
Just this once, I have a decent initiative.
I mean, you're purple. You were always a cool one.
Also, all my family died like 1,000 years. Oh shit, that also just makes me the cool one. Fuck.
I'm also an orphan. Oh, I love this one. Thanks, Syrinscape. Thank you for this anxiety-inducing combat encounter. I feel like we're fighting Stomp.
All right.
The cast of stop.
The original Broadway cast of Stomp.
Sort of the one with the
Barreling
guys
towards
with
it.
D's like.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Now you know we have to fight the Blue Man group at some point, Matt.
Oh god, they're gonna
Can
beat
you
our
imagine?
asses.
Imagine
Yeah.
you go through the trouble of like, I just watched was it Tick Tick Boom, and it's like imagine spending like 8 years of your life writing a musical, and then some assholes come by with like brooms. It's like, really, So, all right. Okay, who's up? Throw
Probably
Uh,
Sarah.
roll initiative yet, or
I had 25.
Yeah, someone rolled
Right.
really well. That wasn't me.
25? Adraxa.
7.
7. Zara.
It was 19.
Nice. Okay, and let me roll initiative for. Sorry. 1 second. There we go. Okay, up first is Spine Crusher.
Hmm. So what do I see that makes me feel like I'm in combat?
You see this little slithering thing, almost like a eel, but large. As you look at it, it kind of bursts out of the water right by you. And you realize it's not just like a little tiny eel, but this actual massive, almost 6 foot long bobbit worm looking thing with these hooked jaws that just erupts out of the water and is ready to strike at you.
Okay. And okay. Fuck. And I am going to. I can't believe I only have a crossbow and a warhammer. The fuck. So I'm gonna take my warhammer and just try to take a swing at it, and like try to pound it into the sands.
Okay.
Or make attack roll.
By the way, if you want a nightmare, look up what bobbit worms look like. These
I
are
will.
real
They
things that can be
Thanks,
found
Tuaday.
in
Bobbit worm. Oh god, Matt.
Not during your
B-O-B-B.
turn.
T worm.
Yep. Should we put it into the chat? That is.
Tuaday already did.
Yep.
Oh, that
Thank
was
you.
quick. Thanks, Mike.
Thanks, buddy.
There's your daily dose of nightmares.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So my warhammer with my swing, one shy of a nat 20. I got 27.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Nice.
Go ahead.
All
roll
right.
it.
Oh, you know what? I got all my special shit too. But I'm not going to use it right now because this is going to be a long day. I feel. I'm just preserve. Oh wait, but there's stuff I can do without having to use stuff. Sorry. I can attack 3 times when I take the attack action on my turn. So that's 1. I'm just going to do the other 2. 2, 18, and then 19. 27, 18, 19.
27, 18, and 19.
Yeah.
It's a worm. You're fine. Maybe.
Yeah, they all hit.
They all hit. All
Roll
right.
damage.
All right.
Why did you look at it?
I don't know,
1,
because somebody in the chat was like, it wasn't as bad as I expected.
2.
Thanks. Thanks
Sorry.
for...
Hell yeah. Oh, this is a good
It's
roll.
like a scorpion and a house centipede had an aquatic baby. It's terrible.
So they're real things that actually, and this is an animal fact, they like to hide in tidal pools and rocks and things like that, flat with the surface, and then leap out and bite at unsuspecting ankles or fish or whatever. So,
Bugs are still on my X card. I'm gonna throw up. It's fucking gross. Sorry, they're in my yellow. It's fine.
I'm looking at the chat finally now. Oh
Yeah.
man.
Thanks, chat, for being here. You're all the fucking worst.
oh my god. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Looks like this.
Oh, I love it.
All right. So I did a shit ton of damage there, in the total amount of 31.
That'll do it. Yeah.
Bash that's Bug's
That's-
brains in.
For
That'll
that
do
one.
it like it's dead.
For that one.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So
Okay. Up next, Sarah.
Alright, well that guy just got bashed pretty good. I am going to hope that these things aren't very wise and cast Sacred Flame on the next nearest disgusting bobbit worm.
Okay. You need a wisdom save?
Oh wait, shit. That's Toll the Dead. Crap. Yeah, you know, fuck it. I'll just cast Toll the Dead on it. It's my wisdom save. I'm hoping these worms aren't wise.
8.
Yeah, that's a fail.
All right.
That is 15 Necrotic damage.
Nice.
Zippy
Yeah.
zap. Get
He's
out.
hurt. He's hurt.
Get out of Drexen! Yeah, actually, never mind. And then I summon a spiritual weapon and slice it.
Okay.
Nice.
Just second level.
Where are you putting it? Right.
Right on top of the. Well, I got a nat one. It squicked me out too much.
All right. Oh, sorry. Let me move this so it's.
Unless a 10 hits.
A 10 does not, unfortunately.
Okay.
Weird.
Okay.
Ching.
That brings us to. So, as you do this, there's this. The ground starts to shake, and you can see near one of the bits of moss and stone.
We killed its babies.
Not babies, but
Why you say shit like that?
you can see what looks almost like the ground itself sort of lifts up, almost like a. You would see the ground on some of those massive turtles, right, or on, just caked on top. But what you see is it just seems almost like the ground itself is lifting, as this massive shambling mound comes up and heads towards you, Zara.
Oh, great.
Crawling, just vines pull, more like these vines shoot out of it and just drag its, just this massive girth of a creature across the slate and ground over towards you. From there, you can see
Cool.
it's going to try to slam it.
Okay, fair enough.
So it's
S
going to be a
for
10,
shambling.
So miss.
and it tries again. 1 second. Yep. For the second attack, that's a 25.
Oh, yeah, that'll fucking hit.
Right, that will deal 14 points of damage, and you are grappled.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Oh, wait, and it says that based on that, now, 1 second, based on that, as the vines strike you, it begins to, you were grappled, and now,
Here it is.
um,
Here it comes.
Mhm.
you are also, you feel the vines start to wrap and everything, and it pulls you in, and
Cool.
you feel yourself engulfed by it. You are
Cool.
blinded, restrained, unable to breathe, and you are going to need to succeed on a DC 14 Constitution saving throw at the start of each of the mound's turns, or take bludgeoning damage. So you feel just the moss
Cool,
and
it
dirt
ate me.
veins
Joke's
just
on
trying
you.
to
She's into that shit.
crush you. Okay. All right. That is going to bring us to Adraxa.
Here we go. But seeing that our only healer is being devoured by whatever the fuck that is, I go into a rage.
Yeah.
And I will storm at it. And I will attempt to yank Zara back out of its whatever the fuck it's happening right now.
So hold on. So that's just attempting to help with a grapple. Make a strength check.
Thank you. That is the only thing I do well. Okay. 23.
Yeah, that succeeds. Okay, so you're able to just in time pull Zara out. Zara, you are caked in just this mud and dirt. You were like covered in this
Ugh.
slick gray brown.
Ugh.
You breathe, coughing out bits of mud.
You alright?
Not like that. So yeah, that's your action for the turn.
Mhm.
Okay.
Hey, just doing
With
the
that,
sentinel
it-
thing.
it
I'm like,
means you raged, but you did not use your action to attack. So,
drop
Is
the
that-
rage.
yep. Okay.
Actually, I think if I take damage this round, it sustains. So you let me know if I get hit or not.
I'll let you know.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Just doing my sentinel thing. Like, I'll start yelling at whatever this thing is. I'm like, eyes on me, big boy, come on.
All right. I'll say also for just the sake of positionally, I'd say you probably move back 5 feet just to be able to pull Zara out. So we'll say you're about there now. Okay.
Cool.
Bring us to Grick, which is going to swim up and attack you, Spine Crusher.
Come and get it.
It misses.
Yeah.
For its second attack, it's going to try with its beak.
Oh, it has
For
that?
the 22.
Yeah, that hits.
Yep. All right, so you take 6 points of piercing.
Ugh.
Second, let me just see. Okay. Yep.
6 points of piercing damage.
That's
Okay.
it. That's its turn. You hear a chittering noise as from the trees, a small monkey-like creature is just banging 2 pieces of copper together, or 2 pieces of platinum. Okay. Spine Crusher. You're up.
I'm up. All right. So directly. Oh God, if I move, it's going to direct attack of opportunity. Fuck. So Spine Crusher is going to turn, and he's going to stay where he is. He's going to. Well, this one's dead, and that one's right there. No, Spine Crusher is going to invoke that attack of opportunity and move towards this large mound creature attacking Zara. So he moves over here, and Spine Crusher is going to use his he's going to use his action surge. So he's going to attack, use 2 actions, so he's going to attack 6 times. Yeah. So I'm going to attack with my Warhammer.
He's on that fighter BS, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
Shit,
just going to
next
roll all
level.
6. Yeah.
Holy moly.
1, 2,
It's gonna be awesome.
3.
Yeah, something tells me my plan that I had is going to be completely irrelevant in approximately 30 seconds.
5, 6. Oh man.
How'd
Please
it go?
tell me they all hit.
What's your lowest?
My lowest was 16.
They all hit.
Okay. And one was one was a nat 20.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead, roll this some damage.
Get it,
Okay.
son.
All right, so that's 6 damage. All right, so I'll roll 7 damage then. Is that right?
I guess so, but to make sure you roll your nat 20, it's either you roll an extra double the dice or you doubling your dice. Or doubling your roll.
I guess, like, if you were gonna roll 6 damage dice, you can roll 7 damage dice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll work.
Yep. Okay. All right, so in total that would be where'd the check go? There we go. All right, so that's a lot of damage. 18, 22, 32, 37, 42, 50.
Holy shit,
Damn.
Spine Crusher.
damage.
Fighters are awesome.
As I charge over it with my Warhammer and just take 6 quick bashes with it as I'm just bashing its head in.
Just taking your day out on it.
Just
Get off of her.
Don't teach my friends.
absolutely impressive seeing, not with like, Adrax's just rage and uncontrolled, energy and everything, but instead, Spine Crusher, you just charge in and it's fluid, it's methodical, and it's to where each swing of the, Warhammer immediately is followed up with, your body finding the natural position to land the next attack and another uppercut,
Yeah.
the butt of it, and then spinning around. You actually almost spin the shambling mound around for a moment, and then, rearing up for ringing the bell at the amusement park.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say like crushing this massive pile of, dirt and sinuous, plant-like matter that just breaks off, and you hear this like inward gasping sound from it. It's unsettling, but amazing seeing Spine Crusher in the heat of the battle, like just running across the field like that. Cool. Zara.
Man, get wrecked, plant boy. I'm gonna cast another Toll the Dead on it. Wisdom save 17.
Okay.
Right, boy.
It rolls a 3.
Alright.
It's already taken damage. Quite a bit.
Yeah, baby. Ooh, that's not bad. That is 21 plus 4 for 25 damage. Necrotic.
You guys make it
Nice.
All right.
Plus, you know that second level spiritual weapons coming in for seconds.
All right. So it's over here right now. What's its speed?
20 feet. I think you can make it 20 feet, right?
So 5, 10, 15. I'll say, yeah, you get it just up to it. Yeah.
And that's a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Go ahead, roll damage.
That's only 6 force damage, but every little bit counts.
It counts. All right.
Yeah.
It's still standing. It's still
Hopefully it doesn't eat me next turn. I've got some stuff
Yeah.
prepped though in case it tries to.
very much still a threat.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely think it could very definitely eat me.
All right.
Not a fan of that.
Shambling Mound, its turn. It's going to try to attack you, Spine Crusher.
Yeah.
Boo.
This is gonna be good.
Nat 20.
Oh, you
Alright.
got
It's only fair. It's only
Yeah.
fair.
Okay.
It really is.
So 20 points of damage.
Oh, shit, really?
Yep. With that, you are now grappled and engulfed as the creature pulls you into it. And yeah, kind of like grabbing by the warhammer first, and then you're struggling, but then soon enough, it
No, just let
Almost-
go. Just let.
there's a moment as it just you're trying to pull it, and then you see as almost the front half of it splits open, sort of like a clamshell opening, and you just see these barbs
You're going full on alien on me, aren't you?
go
Yeah.
and grabs you and pulls you in.
Oh, it did do that for me.
After you it just after you had knocked off a good bit of the dirt caked onto it. Now you see kind of like what's inside the shell of this thing. As it now pulls you into this, it feels almost like being eaten by a clam. Okay. Yeah, so you are currently engulfed. That means you are blinded, you are restrained, and unable to breathe.
Okay.
So, Adraxa, you're up.
Well, let's murder this thing before it kills Spine Crusher.
One rage down, unfortunately, as
One
you now
rage
fall out of
down.
rage.
Well, Adraxa just saw her other friend being consumed by a fucking plant monster, so she gets so angry she rages again.
Right?
She will splash around to the opposite side of this thing, not helping Spine Crusher.
He's a big boy, he can help himself.
But she will try and flank this thing with Zara. Is that accurate? Is that
Yeah.
doable?
In doing so, you invoke an attack of opportunity
From what?
from
Oh no, from what, Matt?
another one of those bobbit worms that is nearby
Ew,
you,
no.
popping up.
Fuck.
This is what I get for not invoking
That's going to
Spirit
be-
Guardians my first
It's a miss.
turn.
It's a miss. Okay.
Ah, fuck.
Yes.
Kind of like
These
leap.
things are just
Oh, no.
starting to. As you're looking around, you're realizing it's almost like, with Gathene not around, it seems like maybe it's sort of feeding time to the tidal pools, and they're just kind of yeah, it's not as pleasant of a place, maybe. Okay.
Oh, man.
Well, guess what's happening now?
Adraxa will make her first of 2 attacks with her.
With her great axe, here we go. With advantage because flanking, and that will be. Oh, come on, Adraxa. That was only a 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
Alright. That one's
a
gonna
big boy.
be 11 points of slashing, but then let's go ahead and add on a little smitey smite, just for fun.
A cheeky little smite.
Just little, the smashy smash, smitey smite, a little bit slashy slash.
What is that?
2d8. There we go.
Noise.
Nope, that's a D10.
I wish. That'll be an extra 12 points of smitey smite.
So, sorry, 23 total, right?
Yes.
Cool. All right.
And then extra attack. One more swing. Here we go. 21
That hits.
for. It's only 10 points of slashing. I'm gonna use my other Smitey Smite, because why not? If not now, when? It'll be 8 more points, so 18 total on that one.
18 points total. So wait, that was
On the
10
second.
plus another 8 points.
10, yeah, 10 plus 8 for
Oh,
18 total.
sorry. I just tried to add it up. Okay. Looking hurt. Definitely looking hurt. As you feel like this solid crack through the shell, the caked on mud and grass and almost like bits of seaweed growing on the side of this. But it's still trying to like shamble and, you know,
Trying to eat my friend.
Spine crusher. Yeah.
The Spine Crusher like tries to tell Adrax a good job, but just kind of comes out like.
You can't see shit.
Oh god. Actually, let me see.
Oh, I can't see anything either. Shit.
Yeah. But thank you.
Okay. You're good. I was checking to see if that was like the rug of smothering where Spine Crusher would take damage as well, but nope.
And the Draxa wouldn't know.
Bullshit. I think it's bullshit.
You're the DM. What?
No.
I don't care.
It's got a shell, so he's okay. He's protected by that plus his armor.
Right. Yeah, you can just kind of feel like the vibrations around you and the banging.
All right. That brings us to the pop-up Grick, bobbit worm thing that is going to. Oh wait, sorry. It is.
It's my Grick in a box.
It's going to attack you, Zara.
Yeah, we're on a very lonely island right now, so that shit checks out.
22.
Damn it, that just hits!
Love it. That's so good.
That's a millennial reference for all you Gen Zers in the chat.
Just eked in for that bad boy.
Yeah.
So good. 7 points of damage to you.
Alright,
From that little guy. And he gets to use his multi-attack because, of course,
Aw,
Because
why
he-
is he
hits with a
mean?
tentacle.
That's so rude.
Second one misses, though.
Cool. Yeah, screw you, weird worm.
All right.
Your scorpion arms and your carapace.
All right. The other one is going to hide. As it kind of slips under the waves, you don't quite see it.
Good thing you can't hide from my radius effect, jerk.
All right.
Gross.
The little imp-like monkey in the tree is just kind of chittering and, starts to look over, kind of amused at what's going on, or intrigued, anyways. Okay.
Interesting.
Spine Crusher, you're up.
I'm up.
Actually-
Can I do anything?
You can make a strength check if you want to try and escape.
Yeah, that's definitely what I want to try to do. But I do have an ability. Let me just read it real quick. This is is this a saving throw?
1 second.
Feels like it should be.
Yeah, to break out of a grapple. I think it's a save, right?
Okay.
Oh, to break a grapple? Isn't it just strength versus strength?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, check versus check. I think.
Okay. So you have to beat a dirty 20.
Okay.
It's doable.
All right, and I'm making a strength. Yeah,
Strength check.
strength.
Oh, yeah.
22.
Nice.
Just Spine Crusher, you kind of like with a clicking sound, you pop open the clam.
Ew.
Ugh.
Being
But
born.
delicious.
All right.
Covered in
Alright.
glam jam.
And I assume that was my action.
that was your action to break out of the
All
grapple.
right.
Okay.
Okay.
Sarah.
good. Yeah.
All right, I think it's time for me to do the thing I should have started when this combat was, and that is do a cheeky little Spirit Guardians, which forces a Wisdom save of literally everything within a 15-foot sphere of me.
That's
All
a
of
good
you.
idea.
Them too, or
No, no,
hostile?
and hostiles, yes, Spirit
All right.
Guardians.
Wisdom save 15.
Wisdom save 17,
Oh.
15 foot.
Fail. Oh, nat 20 actually.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck
so
that guy.
that guy succeeds.
Yeah, half damage though, so like.
Did anybody count how many times Matt just tried to
19.
save? How many are here?
God, why are they so rude?
19.
How many bad guys are here? Except to 4?
This is why I was like, it's radius effect time. Matt,
Smart.
I don't like how many times you're clicking buttons.
Yeah, it's a lot of
So many
buttons. Matt.
saves.
A lot of
I mean-
buttons, Matt.
How many
I,
buttons you got there, Matt?
I think
really?
they're just fucking with us at the end.
I started fucking with you. Don't worry.
Wow.
I'm just saying, like
Kidding,
at this point, yeah. There's I mean, there probably
unknown
there
amount
will be
of
more,
spooky
but they're
boys.
probably like, the fuck, I'm not doing anything. Um,
That guy just started stomping on me. I don't know why.
Once
Okay,
again, Spine
so-
Crusher's fault.
all right. What do they? So what do they take?
So they take bad roll. 11 on a fail, 5 on a success. Radiant.
Okay. So
What is it?
okay. So close.
That's cool. I still got a cheeky little spiritual weapon floating around. What looks like it's about to die.
All right.
What looks like a little scimitar might end its pain and suffering.
See.
I mean, she's asking. What does she say?
Yeah, I'm asking what I should
What do you?
put out of its misery. Like what looks like it's about to keel over.
Oh, the shambling mound.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what-
alright, let's
yeah.
go for that bad boy then. Come on. Ayo, that's a 21.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
That's an 8.
How do you want to do this?
Yay!
Oh!
Nice.
Okay, so I think Spine Crusher just busted out of this clamshell, right? I'm assuming probably kind of weakening a lot of like the vines and stuff that are holding it together. I'm imagining it like staying together by like 3 or 4 like extremely strained vines, and I'll just take like my C-shaped scimitar and just flip the most load-bearing one and
Yeah.
just.
It splits in half.
Gross.
Ugh. You see the inside, and it's kind of horrid looking. There's like rows and rows of like what look like not quite like teeth, like shark's teeth, but they look almost like incisors.
Oh, I hate it.
Arranged like shark's teeth around and around, and it's just this sickening. Ugh.
Goodbye.
In the midst of it, you see also what looks like some kind of. Well, we'll get to that later. All right.
What?
No.
No, I'll get to that
What?
now. I'm gonna walk in there. I've got
Alright.
my tiny little weasel
see,
there
on one-
working on my perimeter.
On one half of the clam, you see what looks like this sort of, white kind of growth on it. It's sort of like it looks like something like a gland or something. You're not quite sure.
Yeah, let's not mess with that right now.
We're doing.
All right.
In the middle of combat, yeah, why not?
All right. Second. So that's going to bring us to Adraxa. Sorry.
All right. Is Spine Crusher or Zera standing in the water or touching the water that the Gricks are in?
No, Zara was just attacked by one that is currently like kind of like a cobra at her.
And I
Alright.
kind of like moved a little bit closer to the shambling mounds. I'm kind of like not out of melee of the Grick, but
Yeah,
like in
but
like,
still, like-
ooh,
Distancing yourself a little.
just a
Alright.
little.
Adrax is like,
I'm done with this shit.
and with her axe, she just kind of like does a big circle with it and then fires off a lightning strike into the water to just try and hit everything because it's lightning.
Oh god. So us too?
No,
No, you
if
guys
you're not
are
in the
not in the
water,
water.
you're good.
Oh, okay. All right.
But everything in the water now needs to make a dexterity saving throw. They need to beat a 17.
Nat 1. I'm going to apply that to all of them because they're in the water. They
This is
fail. Yeah, they fail.
Okay. Then whatever failed just will take 24 points of lightning damage.
How do you want to do this?
Just like exasperated, you know, like Zeph would in combat. She's just done. She's like, things are gross. I just want to watch them all
Okay.
just start
Yeah.
floating to the top.
You kind of do it, and then you're like, ugh. You only remember seeing the 2 or 3 and about 8 other ones float up. Oh, along with other small
Yeah.
sea critters and things like that that are just a lot of minnows and little. There's definitely now an acrid burnt smell.
Drax is the biodiversity.
I know, we were trying so hard to preserve this delicate ecosystem.
Combat ends at this point.
What's your
as
radius? How fucked is the system?
the imp kind of looks around.
It's cool. Free food. Free food.
And just like chucks one of the platinums that it splashes down into the water.
I've never gotten a tip before.
Keeps
That's
the other
nice.
one.
Yeah.
Keeps
I
the other.
go, I go and pick up the platinum.
All right.
Interesting.
Got that.
What do you think, Spinecrusher? You still want to retire here? Seems nice.
Ugh.
I mean, okay. I feel like don't stomp in the mysterious tide pools is like kinda, you know.
Maybe.
I'd have it all redone. Clear all
Oh
this
my
out.
god.
Put it at an angle. There'd be no
pave it.
pools. Just
You're gonna fill this whole thing with concrete, aren't you?
Just
Gonna
turn
be
it
a
into a
parking lot.
golf course.
Oh my god.
Spine Crusher's golf course.
Fuck your delicate ecosystem. I'm opening a country club.
Goddamn.
Lock Spine Crusher.
It's cool. We'll leave the monkeys for like tourist attraction, but other than that, it's all gone.
Yeah.
Or you'll leave like one like 5 by 2 foot tide pool.
Yeah.
It's a water hazard.
That's
Alright.
the water
That's
trap for the
horrible.
balls.
Yeah.
That's
All good.
horrible.
You okay with the kind of calmer, much more mellow feeling of not being surrounded by a bunch of giant eel-like snake things that want to attack and maybe feast upon your dead corpse. You feel a little bit more at ease. Not that this place is suddenly alluring and peaceful seeming to you. No, it's you kind of want to get away from here. There's still that grate. There's a sound now that's a bit more apparent. It's the wind.
Without all the noise of the natural ecosystem.
Yeah, more of a. I mean, there's still the ocean, but you hear almost this faint whistle.
It's very faint.
It's on the wind, but maybe coming from inside.
Great.
No,
Did it sound like how I whistle, or like water floating, or like wind across a bottle or something?
wind through. Yeah, wind across a bottle, maybe more
Yeah.
so, but variances in pitch. Hard to say.
I think we're close.
I think so too.
Well, I'm much more confidently now start stepping through the water, and then I'm pretty sure I've killed everything in it.
Spine Crusher
Fair
like
enough.
gently like kind of walks around the puddles instead of stomping through them.
Okay.
What did we learn today? If you fuck with nature, it fucks you back.
Yeah.
So, are you guys
I think
going?
we learned that lesson twice today, Spine Crusher.
Yes.
Yes.
Excellent.
The
Yeah,
imp
try-
disappears with the token into the woods, or with the platinum
Platinum.
piece.
Yeah.
That thing was cute.
Okay.
Alright, I want to look in the grate if I can.
Okay. Is there anything else you wanted to do, or?
Oh, other than that weird, suspicious white growth inside of the shambling mound, what's on the other half of it? Of its clamshell? Anything?
Make an investigation check.
Ooh, I'm not good at those. 13.
All right, you're looking at the other side, and it looks like nothing unremarkable.
Hmm.
Turn back towards the gland, just like kind of poking it with a dagger, and clink, clink, clink. It actually feels solid. Take it and kind of like slice along the gland just a little bit, and you see a massive pearl, probably about as big,
Yo,
two fists kind of wrapped, together around each other.
I'm taking that bad boy. I'm sure
Uh,
that can be a focus for some kind of spell.
Yeah.
yeah. Um. Yeah. Okay. You go to the grate. So who's over by the grate?
I am.
I am.
I'm making my way after I extract the pretty pearl.
Make my way to the grate.
All
Walking
right.
slow.
Um.
Drop my big pearl.
There's a lot of growth along the edges of vines and everything that have just kind of like grown around the edge of it, but it doesn't look like it's rusted shut or anything. There's a rope tied to a ring that you can try and give a good tug. It definitely looks like you can open this, but maybe it hasn't been opened in a long time.
There's a rope tied to a ring.
Yeah, so it's a big door to this grate, right? And you can kind of pull it so it can be open. It's made to
So-
it's not like sealed shut or anything. You can
All right.
open it.
So it's like a door, not like a manhole cover.
Yeah. It's a door in the side of the cliff.
All right.
Fuck it. I'll try and get the door open.
All right. Strength check.
With your big beefy arms, Adraxa.
All right, here we go. They're beefy, but they're supple, so that's a 10.
Okay. Almost enough. Ugh. Ah, damn it. You're just a little tired from swinging the axe around.
Yeah, indeed. Spinecrusher, you didn't get eaten today. How about it?
Let me take a crack at it. I grab onto it and try to pull on it. Strength check.
Yep.
Dirty 20.
Yeah. You just clean it straight over your head, not even noticing the rope. Just kind of like lifting it up.
And I toss the grate.
Okay. It's still connected by a hinge at the top, but with a 20,
Okay.
wrench it off.
I tried it, yeah.
So it's just like now it's kind of twisted and off to the side. But it's wedged open now permanently. So yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I
You
mean,
go
we
in?
gotta- Of course, we
Shall
gotta
we?
go inside. We have to.
You gotta.
Okay.
Who's going first?
Not me.
You can have the honors if you want. You want to put Zara in the middle in case something jumps out?
Sure. All right, so Spinecrusher's going to go first.
Okay. Just a moment, please.
What's gonna happen?
Go
And
ahead.
when should we call it, friends?
It's up to you guys.
It's a school night.
It is a school night.
It's a school night.
What do you think, Spinecrusher?
Get inside the grate.
Let's get inside. Great.
Is this a good point to call it, Matt?
It probably is, even though I have this wonderful, beautiful map that I want to
know.
show you
Can you
again.
just
But
show us and then?
Just do a
no, I
sneak
can't
peek.
show you because it's going to be masked.
It gives you a big
Okay.
reveal for next week, that's all.
No, just I'll say this.
Mhm.
You open the hinge and you guys enter the interior split shell cove, where amidst the howling, sound of air passing through channels and different winding passageways, you get a sense that there's something else lingering, something ancient, something listening, doesn't know you're there. You can't help but shake this. You can't shake this feeling of being watched. Patiently being watched. Was it just that damn monkey? Maybe not. Teeming with life. Teeming with things that are hungry, that are dangerous. You wonder, what awaits you? Hive? that on the other side of these passages, or something worse? We'll find out next time.
Dun dun dun.
Predominant thing.
Awesome.
That was awesome, Matt.
Yeah.
No, a
thanks, guys.
cliffhanger.
Yeah,
Goodness.
we haven't had a good old combat dungeon delving,
I love it.
session.
Yes.
I'm here for it.
Yeah. All right.
Between,
wait.
between both our games, we get Dungeons and Dragons. I can't
Love
get
it.
any
Ooh.
happier.
That's what it says on the tin.
Hey, guys, thanks for joining the chat and everything. Thanks for sticking with us.
Thanks for being here. You guys are a blast.
Yeah.
We love you
Yeah,
guys.
thanks.
Come back this weekend. We're going to be playing Artema, the other long-running campaign that
Yep.
Mike DMs, and
That'll be Sunday night.
Sunday night, 8:30 Eastern. We'd love to have you. If you think we're the slightest bit funny, or if you just want to see what it's D&D on the high seas is like, come join us.
And then let's just plug it one more time. So next
Yeah.
Saturday, right? Next Saturday is Wander Home. So Matt will be DMing this one shot. Redwall. I mean, if you want to say it, but like Redwall inspired one shot with the Wander Home rule set.
We're gonna
Um,
be animals.
hmm
everyone's going to be playing a bunch of like forest critter type things. So
Yes.
should
I'm
be
gonna be a
fun.
frog.
Get ready to smash that animal facts button.
Yeah.
I got it ready to
my
go.
God.
Also, awesome idea for having a counter for how many spine crusher crushes.
I know.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like
I'm
that.
programming that
Okay.
one next.
Good one. Yeah.
50 damage. I think that was a record for me.
It
was-
might have
For
been.
sure.
It was
yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
That was,
That was that was a whole lot.
And the one shot next Saturday is again
Oh,
said at the
charity.
beginning, but it is a charity, so it's the Michael J. Fox Foundation. For the Tales from the Loop one shot we did, we raised 650. So hoping
It's
to beat that.
amazing.
If not, that's okay. But just come and hang out. Even if you
Anything,
can't
we'll-
donate, we would love to have you. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
just happy to bring attention to the cause. There's a lot of work to be done still with Parkinson's to
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if you can't donate but are in support of what we're doing, follow us on socials and just like boost us a little, like retweet
And hang
one-
out.
Yeah, retweet our charity message.
Give us a
share
hard
on
time in the
Instagram.
middle of the. Also, there's these things where you can give people advantage so that we can screw
Yeah.
each other
Yeah,
over.
screw us
That was a
over. Yeah.
mistake.
I
That
had
was
advantage. I
bad.
should have used that to crush you, Spine Crusher.
I know what
I
I'm going to
know.
use now. I'm making
Oh,
a
but I
point
have it.
by to give the DM disadvantage. That's not in there, and it should be.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Wait. No.
Yeah,
I
you're
get
both
to
DMs.
choose when I have disadvantage, though.
Yeah.
I only DM a one shot about twice a year, so I'm fine with it.
All right. Well, I guess the chicken goes to attack you next. Disadvantage.
Yeah.
The chicken is next in initiative order.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Since when is there a chicken? Since just now.
Popped out of nowhere. It's the craziest thing. I don't know.
All right, thank you guys for
All
being
right.
here. Can come talk with us on Discord so we can continue the conversation. We love you.
Yeah. Come hang
Bye,
out.
everybody.
All right.
Have a
See you
good
guys.
Good
Night.
night, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey.